Yo, so we're back for another episode of Index. Toaru Majusino Index. So yeah, the last episode kind of Misaka was kind of annoying. She's cute, but her manner of speaking is just annoying. And I'm already done with the clones manner of speaking with Misaka te tomoimasu or Misaka te is whatever it just feels like, someone is just ringing a bell in your head. But I don't know how long this Last Order arc is. Maybe it ends in this episode and the episode that we're going to watch after this. But yeah, we'll see what happens. Accelerator is about to save Last Order. And I'm assuming they form some kind of relationship, brother, sister. Everybody has some kind of relationship. Is Misaka actually the main character of this show? It's like she's the real MC because the clones obviously with Accelerator, there's obviously Misaka in Railgun, and there's obviously Misaka with Toma. Who's the real main character here? But okay. I'm curious actually. Actually, just like in Railgun, they did the Sisters arc justice, They made it about 16 episodes. This Last Order arc, is that the arc in a certain Accelerator? Maybe it's the same thing. I'll have to see that arc. Or someone just tell me actually. And when I should watch it. Someone did tell me like maybe summer last year when I was just starting Index. This man has been beating. I mean, to be fair, he tried to punch him, so it's fair game. Jeez, why are people attacking him though? Is this how he relates to Last Order? Is this why he's going to save her? He can see himself in her or something? They just let him take her? Oh my god. I thought Japan was a safe place. No, it's funny Accelerator refers to himself as scum. Interesting. Lending further credibility to what Misaka said, or let's call her Last Order. I'll start calling her Last Order. Definitely being short-ended in life, giving the short end of the stick. Maybe you can even relate to Toma because people did tell me, yes, you people, I saw your comments about how Toma was, the god of pestilence and how people didn't like him. Maybe Toma and Accelerator can relate that way. Is somebody's ability to use crows? Okay, no. There's no Itachi in this world. Genjutsu. Oh, this man look crazy as always. But he can stop the car though. What's the point? Yeah, like, ow, what are you doing? I mean, I guess that was easy. They caught her relatively fast. Wait, they're overwriting her mind? I don't know. I mean, I guess you can just overwrite the same data, like when you save and overwrite, like a game. So I guess. But that sentence leaves me in worry. Yo, okay, she's dope. Wow. DJ. Come on, we know he's not gonna dispose of her. But I'm curious to see how he's going to. Can he do like data? Can he change data using vectors, or is he a genius? That was literally about to say he just found an answer there. Exactly. Wait, will she forget Accelerator then? If she's rewritten to a previous point before she was infected with this virus. My nigga broke the. Okay. Yeah, we don't take doubts in this place. Haters gonna hate. I mean, she's not a hater, but you know what I mean. How does he know what is excess data though? Oh, okay, he just broke it. This makes more sense. I was gonna be like, what? I'm not even going to try and think about the semantics of how this happens exactly, but I'll just take it as it is. It's just magic science or science magic or whatever you want to call it. Beautiful nonsense. This man pulled out the strap. He's just going to take the pain. You've come a long way, Accelerator. I mean, he's not dead. Come on. Maybe he just did what what's that Mister? Was it Mister? Did in JoJo's part 5 with the gun thing. Using his powers, obviously. As expected. Just like what Mister, was it Mister? I think it was Mister that did it. Whoever, in part 5 when they were on the truck. Anyway, that fight, that one, that's what I'm talking about. Okay, Accelerator. Is this why people like him a lot? Because he reminds me of those kind of characters with the hard exterior, but kind of soft to that one person kind of thing. And it's usually a girl, which is why fangirls typically gravitate towards this kind of characters. But I'm sure Accelerator is cool. I've only heard good things about him. Oh yeah, she got there. She shot him. Ow, dead. She has a gun too. I guess that makes sense. They're doing some dangerous research or illegal. I don't know. Just shoot him in the legs, bro. Don't tell me it's the same doctor who saved Toma because that doctor helps everybody for some reason. I can already tell there's a lot of context missing because except we've met her before, Yoshikawa, but the way they're giving out her personality, like, oh, she's very logical kind of thing, I'm like, I don't know that. They're just telling us, not showing us. So it's clear, like, they cut corners for this adaptation. Actually, she reminds me of the chick from Railgun in season 1. I just can't remember her name, the first villain. Ki something sensei. Kihara? No, that's Gensei. I can't remember her name. She's not dying. Come on. Yep, alive. As expected. And it's the same doctor that helped Toma. This man is everywhere. Is there just one doctor in Academy City? This man must be getting some serious paper. But she's alive, so it doesn't matter. Hmm. Is his personality gonna change? Oh, computational ability. Okay. I mean, typically when you have like a brain damage, at least this is what I learned in psychology, the brain will generally sometimes find new neural pathways for things to move, and it to be like that event doesn't affect you because you find other pathways. I guess she can be a teacher now. So now that she's been fired and she's like, I got bills, she can just go back to being a teacher, or not go back. She can try her hand at teaching. So And is this a new ending? Yeah. Yeah. So yeah, this was a good episode. The arc, underwhelming. Like I mean, you guys have said, is you can tell the adaptation. They're definitely. I don't know. It just feels off. But what's interesting about this episode for me, with the real takeaway, I'm curious. Did Accelerator always consider himself a scum, or is it after the incident with the sisters he began to reflect on these decisions he's made on killing the 10,000 Misakas, and now he sees himself as a scum? Because if it's like before, I think that's maybe potentially more interesting. But I mean, if it's after he killed it, it's still interesting because he's what is it? His actions, his direct. So if it's before, it's less of like a sub story. I mean, it's more of like a sub story because it's more like, oh, I was like the typical shonen protagonist. I was hurt when I was a child. I was kind of like Toma, Naruto, that kind of archetype. But if it's after, it's directly as a result of his decision making that he now has to go through this arc of forgiving himself, trying to atone, kind of thing. And I don't know, whichever. What do you guys think? Which is more interesting, depending on which way he's thinking about it or the story is thinking about it. So, um, I would say maybe if he did it himself, it's probably maybe a bit more interesting because it's not really about a sub story. But then again, people are formed based on their environment. So even the decision he's make is a reflection of where how he's been raised, the environment he's been living, and it could just be because he's being targeted his whole life and everything. And at the end of the day, we go full circle, and at the end of the day, it's just because of a sub story, anyways. Whatever. But yeah, that was the most interesting thing out of this episode for me personally. So yeah, we'll move on to episode 21 and safe.